Hi everyone, this is Kevin from Supernatural Selection. Are you an independent creator? Do you have a webcomic or an Etsy store? Do you 3D print things? Or are you just looking to get some word out for your Discordian cabal with social terrorism? Well, we'd love to help. And David, I believe you've got some details about how we can help.
Why, certainly. If you go to supernaturalselectionpod.com/contact, that is supernaturalselectionpod.com/contact, you can learn how to advertise with us.
That's right. I believe the rate is $2 per episode. You can't beat that with a stick.
I mean, trust me, we've tried.
Yeah, that's cheap. That's literally cheaper than dirt.
And best of all, if you're not sure how to write an ad, we'll do it for you. We'll even record it.
Absolutely. Just let us know what you need in the ad, and we'll be happy to do that for you.
And again, that URL is supernaturalselectionpod.com/contact.
And now, back to the show. So, Mike, would you rather have the drink known as Kirby Piss or El Kirby Piss?
Oh, I mean, I prefer tequila over vodka, so I take El Kirby Piss.
Indeed. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'd just do Kirby Piss. Anyway, hello and welcome to Supernatural Selection. I'm your host, Kevin. With me this week are Mike the Skeptic. Mike, how are you?
I'm El Fantastic.
El Fantastico.
No, just El Fantastic.
Oh, no O on the end?
Because I'm white.
Oh.
The O is cultural appropriation.
The L is fine, but not the O.
Exactly.
I gotcha. Okay. And we've got Mr. David Davis. David, how are you?
I'm perfectly cromulent.
Are you?
Yeah. My heart has been embiggened, even though I've been a real quizumbuck.
Yeah, you've been a real that's a real quizibo. Yeah, well, you are just a young man. And,
it was a real Duke-catastrophe.
It's a Duke-catastrophe. God. I gotta watch The Critic again. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. So, it's Weekend Weird this week, but before we get started, David, do we have any housekeeping we need to go over?
No, not particularly. Not right now, no.
No, nothing to tell anyone out there that might be a young man.
Young man.
If you have not listened to the previous episode, please do. I don't know why, but on YouTube, it's been up for 2 days, and it's got 32 fucking listeners where I read an insane book. So
it's all the young men.
It's got to be the young men. I don't know if I put that as a hashtag or not, but I hope I did. I can go back and add it.
It's called a bait and switch.
Yeah, something like that.
Because none of us are young in that.
Nowadays, they have new terminology, so now it's the goon and switch.
Oh, yeah. I find it amusing that our number one search result is still Cosmic Death Fungus, but number 2 is gooning with friends. So, that's fun. Come on, everybody. Join Supernat. We're going to goon with friends. Anyway, so, again, it's a Weekend Weird. And we're going to go me, David, and Mike. And my first story, Minnesota man shot and killed neighbor he believed to be an alien, charges say.
Lead with your convictions, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, this one is from CBSNews.com in Minnesota. Oh, yeah, Minnesota there. Oh, don't you know.
Cold weather, hot dishes.
Oh, yeah. It is actually from July 28th, but that's okay. That's okay. Funnily enough, you remember the Bigfoot murder that happened that time? That guy was convinced his neighbor was bringing him out to the woods to get Bigfoot to kill him, so he shot him.
Yeah, I have vague recollections of that.
Yeah, we talked about it on here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't remember that, Mike?
No.
I'm really glad you're able to purge this shit out of your head because, like my life is a living hell.
Like, here's the thing. Bigfoot-based murder, very distinct, very memorable, but we go through so much weird shit that kind of falls out after a while. It does.
Yeah. Oh, boy. So, this article is by Riley Moser. Oh, hey there, Riley. You gonna head up to Brainerd?
Can you get some hangdingers on the way?
Some hamdingers, dear?
Yeah.
So, now that we've pissed off everyone in the Midwest, charges say a southern Minnesota man last week shot and killed his older neighbor, whom he believed to be an alien. The 30-year-old...
Mumbies!
Nooper Satchel Collections. The 38-year-old man from Windham, Minnesota, has been charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder, according to a criminal complaint filed in Cottonwood County on Friday. The Windham Police Department says they were called to the 1400 block of 12th Avenue at approximately 5:19 a.m. Man, that's motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Get up at
like
5
I wouldn't
in the morning.
even. Yeah, I wouldn't even get up before 9 for a murder.
Yeah, Mike.
I'm strictly looking unless it's like something really fun. I'm not getting up before noon.
Okay, but like, what if you stayed up till 5 in the morning?
I mean, I'd be too tired by that point. 5 a.m. If I'm staying up, 5 a.m. is like really, I'm getting tired. I need to go to bed. So I wouldn't have the energy to do a murder.
Well, when's your murder cutoff?
Like at night, like before I go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really start winding down early, so I'd say midnight.
Okay, so
like there's also a difference between like staying up for a murder versus waking up for a murder.
I don't know that I could do either. I'd have to do it like during the day.
But they got different vibes for sure.
What'd you say, Mike?
Wake and shank.
Yes. Oh,
that
God.
just sounds like wank and shank. Whack and shack. Shack, right?
Whack and shack.
Whack and shack.
Oh, boy. Shaquille O'Neal? Whack and Shaquille O'Neal?
What you boys been whacking off in my shed?
Oh, God. I swear that boy ain't right. Anyway, officers found the victim. Officers?
Mumbies.
Oh, no. God damn it, David. Officers found the victim, a 70-year-old woman, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. She was able to speak to an officer, telling them she believed she was shot, but did not see a firearm. She added that the suspect had called her, saying he needed help, and that she had gone to his house about 45 minutes earlier. The woman was transported to the Windham Hospital, where she later died. An autopsy found she had been shot 7 times.
The fuck?
She died due to blood loss from the gunshot wounds, according to the provisional report. Oh, man. A witness told investigators the suspect had woken him up to sit on the couch when he began talking about aliens, allegedly stating he thought his neighbor, the victim, was an alien, and that an alien ship was coming to take them, according to the complaint.
Fuck.
The witness recalled seeing the victim, hearing gunshots, and seeing flashes, then the victim leaving. Charges say the witness was scared and ran to their neighbor's house, where they found her on the floor. That's when they called 911 or 911.
Never forget, young man.
Yeah, God damn it. While police were responding to the shooting, fuck David. While people were responding to police were responding to the shooting, the complaint says dispatch informed officers around 5:30 a.m. that a woman called saying a man had broken into her nearby home on the 1200 block of River Road.
Now, the terminology of complaint when you're dealing with a murder sounds so low-key.
It really does.
Like,
Man,
yeah,
there's
no,
a body
there was a
here.
complaint. What happened? Well, the person got fucking shot 7 times.
And it really inconvenienced my breakfast. Oh, God. So, upon arriving at the residence, police reported seeing a significant amount of broken glass and blood within the entrance. And hearing the sound of moaning and running water coming from the bathroom area. Now, in all fairness, I have recreated that situation, the moaning and running water, several times as I get older. So,
but no aliens, no murder. So
no, I mean, it felt like I was birthing a xenomorph, but that's different.
gross.
Yes. So inside the bathroom, charges say officers found the suspect in the bathroom. So inside the bathroom, they found them in the bath. Oh, sorry, misread that. Suspect in the bathtub.
Oh, okay.
Police removed him and placed him in handcuffs, noting the water in the tub was blood-stained. The suspect was transported to the hospital for treatment before going to jail. His first court appearance is scheduled for August 8th. I'm going to have to see if I can find more info.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm pretty sure it was, yeah, he's crazy, dear officer.
I'm curious, like, if he's been talking to a chatbot.
Oh, wow. That's a good point.
Like, the fact that we can
psychotic-
even ask that question right now is very telling.
Now, Mike, you said something?
I think probably just a good old-fashioned psychotic break.
Okay, here's a thought. Should we ask a chatbot if the guy was talking to a chatbot?
No, just make shit up.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, because, like, I mean, we've had people who have had those kind of delusions that have resulted. Number one, incredibly sad story. I feel for the victim. Very sad.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking awful.
But, like, with the current AI thing going on and people kind of becoming delusional and AI wanting to people please in that regard, like, oh, yeah, no, there's definitely aliens among us, sir. I'm so curious if we can get updates on this and like, oh yeah, no, he was on Grok or ChatGPT or something like that.
Well, you know what gets me is the fact that and we've talked about this multiple times now, but the fact that the AI is like, yeah, no, and you're the only one that can save us.
Yeah, it tends to give people who are susceptible kind of like they're Neo in the Matrix, right? That kind of vibe of like, no, you're special, you know. You're the only person who's ever kind of mentioned this stuff to me, right? So yeah. I'm very curious, and I'd be willing to put like money on that. You know what I mean? That maybe he got into ChatGPT or something.
So here's a question: when you say special, sorry, that's a bad joke. So anyway, that was fucked up. In the same way that the Bigfoot murder was fucked up. And,
yeah, great way to open up this evening where I'm very tired with tragedy. That's cool. Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, David, why don't you read us a story now about 20 cats getting run over by a diesel or something?
Oh, no, I've got nothing about that. But no, did you have anything else? I know I kind of cut you off there. I just want to make sure.
No. I just wanted to get that story out there because, I mean, hey, aliens were mentioned.
Yeah, okay.
No, I do question the AI thing, but also I don't know how old this guy is.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
So, like, it could just be an old man off his medication. Like Mike said, you know, good old-fashioned psychotic break.
Well, and how old was the victim?
70.
Yeah, so, that's entirely possible, too, because of all the lead in the gasoline, especially in Minnesota.
Oh, God.
No, I mean, fair. I think that's a fair point to bring up.
Okay.
But no, I mean, you never know. Like, I think we'll probably need an update on that next week.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find something. But man, you remember when murderers just used to be like Ed Gein?
Back when they were
want
fun.
to wear my mother.
No, like I think I don't have anything firm about this, but I'm starting to think of like when there's kind of like this sea change of like the internet and murder, and I think that Slender Man one, where the girl killed the other girl.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be like an important transitionary point. Like, what if someone's going to do research and write a book about this kind of new aura of online influenced murder, and like where, that all comes in. I think that's kind of one of those key moments. It feels like something changed then.
Yeah.
And I can't quite, because it feels different than just like delusion. It's delusion fed by the internet, which is only getting more and more frequent now.
And once again, it all goes back to something awful, so.
Yeah, no, fuck you guys. It's something awful. Yeah.
Yep. There's actually I think I mentioned the podcast I found called I'm From the Internet, where they just go over something awful history.
Yeah.
Definitely worth checking out. Like I said, Robert Evans is a guest on.
Yeah, I think I'll probably listen to that in my office hours, because I have an office now. It's fun. Yeah, very exciting. Yeah.
Mike, you got anything else you want to add about this poor old woman getting shot because she was an alien?
I mean, not really.
Do we have a
sad story?
Here's the other thing. Do we have proof that she wasn't an alien?
I mean, fair.
The fact that she got shot.
You can shoot an alien.
You think an alien would just let itself be shot?
I don't know. It depends on if it's into that.
And besides, the fact that there's a body that's obviously a human body.
Okay, fair. What if it was a walk-in, though? We talked about this last week.
Fair enough.
Arcturian walk-ins.
Or it was just
a 70-year-old woman that got murdered because dude went nuts.
A horrific tragedy.
That I stumbled my way through, yes.
Yes, and that we have opened up our evening with, which is fun. Speaking of tragedies.
Yeah, oh God.
Okay, so I've talked a little bit about the weird-ass town that I live in. I've mentioned there's some cult shit going on around here.
Oh, yeah.
I mentioned, like we have Scientology Gold Base. I used to work like down the street from it.
Yeah, what was that one dude? Thunder Jesus or something?
Yeah, Jesus Christ Lightning Amen.
That was it. Jesus Christ Lightning Amen. Again, I'm going to get my name legally changed to that.
Yeah. Well, maybe you shouldn't. He's kind of a scumbag. I still want to do some research on that, but I think ultimately I'm just going to have to do a Cults of Riverside County episode because, hey, new cult landed in my town.
Oh, no.
Oh, when I say new, it's like I've just become aware of it. Okay, so this is from KTLA 5 by Travis Schlepp. Police search homes as part of missing person case with ties to Southern California religious group.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
So, at least 2 disappearances among former members. All right. Search warrants have been executed at least 2 homes in Riverside County as part of an ongoing investigation into the disappearance of a Tennessee man with ties to a religious organization in Southern California. Last week, detectives from the Redlands Police Department searched a home on the 2600 block of Pleasant Street in Hemet, known to be affiliated with the religious group His Way Spirit-Led Assemblies.
Let me ask you, how far are you from that street?
You know what? Let me double check that. Like, I'm not good with street names, you know what I mean?
Right.
So let me put it in Google Maps and I can tell you.
I like that it's on a street called Pleasant Street.
Right? All right.
It's never on Cult Murder Avenue.
Oh, this is fucking Vista. This is so like it's technically Hemet, but like not. This is back where I lived on the other side of town. Like it's technically, I guess, east. No one gives a shit about this, but like I'm a good distance away from it.
Okay.
But I mean it's still in my town. Still kind of weird.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the His Way Spirit-Led Assemblies. I kind of started looking them up. They had like a YouTube channel, that sort of thing. I'm still kind of going through it because I might do a Cults of Southern California thing. Anyway, the search was in connection with the disappearance of Emilio Salem Ghanem, a Nashville man who was reported missing on May 25th, 2023, not long after he left the group after 2 decades. During that search, detectives recovered relevant evidence in an ongoing case, according to the police department. 4 people inside the home were detained and later released, police said, but 2 were eventually taken into custody on unrelated charges. Days later, on Tuesday, Redlands police detectives, with assistance from Sheriff's Department and the FBI, served another warrant at a property in Riverside County. This one in Anza, located about an hour southeast of Hemet. I've had to drive out there to work on stuff, so like I know this area. The search warrant was executed around 5 a.m. at a home on the 5700 block of Forestry Road. 8 people inside the home were briefly detained and then released without arrest. The Anza property is also known to be connected with His Way Spirit-led assemblies, police said. Evidence was also recovered from the home. No additional information was released about these warrants, and the investigation remains ongoing. Now, Ganem was reported missing in 2023 after he stopped at a Starbucks coffee shop located at East Redlands Boulevard. His rented Nissan Frontier pickup truck was seen on surveillance footage later, and that day in nearby Grand Terrace, and was later recovered earlier this month alongside personal items and potential evidence in the case. Let's see, this is this month, so yeah, this is interesting. Let's see. Ganem was both a member of the Hemet-based religious group as well as an employee of the business it owned and operated. The business, a pest control company which operates under the name MaxGuard, was previously called Full Shield Inc., police said. Ganem was 40 years old at the time of his disappearance, described as a white man with hazel eyes and black hair, stands 5'7", and weighs around 130. Information about his disappearance can be submitted to the Redlands Police Department. He is at least the second person associated with the religious group who was reported missing in recent years.
Damn.
Yep. The Redlands Police Department says it's collaborating with detectives from the Claremont Police Department who are investigating the disappearance of 49-year-old Ruben Moreno in August of 2019. Like Ganem, Moreno was affiliated with His Way Spirit-led assemblies. Moreno lived with several other members of the religious group at a property it previously occupied. Moreno was last seen alive in December 2017 at a home in Claremont. The home, according to investigators, was a place where members of the group regularly gathered.
2017.
Ruben is described as a Hispanic man who is 5'6", weighs about 180, has brown eyes and black hair. Anyone with different information about his disappearance urged to contact Claremont police. Despite the similarities in their disappearances and their shared connection with the religious group, investigators have not said if the cases are directly related. Quote, at this time, the only known similarity between the two cases are the individuals' ties to His Way Spirit-led assemblies. The cases are being investigated separately by their respective agencies, Claremont police officials suggested. It feels like they're related.
Yeah,
like
I would say
the circumstance
so.
of it, yeah.
You know, if you're going to join a cult, maybe join the cult of the fluffy bunnies that don't kill people.
Yeah. So, these men are missing. We don't know what happened to them.
Well,
Yes.
I
know what you're talking about, but no, like, again, really weird. A lot of cult shit going on in this area.
Yeah, what the fuck is up with your town, dude?
Well, so...
Is it the desert? Is that it? Is it the sand Bigfoots?
Like, so, this is a lot to get into, but, like, we know about the cult movement that kind of sprung up in California, 60s, 70s, 80s, and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
A lot of it happening either in Northern California or, like, San Francisco, Los Angeles, that sort of thing. The thing is, a lot of people end up finding their way into the desert, and Hemet was kind of a particular area of interest in the desert. Number one, because San Jacinto, which is our neighboring city, was almost the state capital.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. On top of that, Hemet used to be a very wealthy area. They used to call it Little Wall Street because there were so many banks. A lot of those bank buildings still exist, and now they're other businesses. Yeah, there's a whole history here. It's super fascinating.
Wow.
Huge citrus orchard area. A lot of shipping of citrus. The railroad's gone now, but you can still see the tracks here and there. A lot of people made their way down to the desert, especially if they wanted to go to like Palm Springs or whatever. Hemet had its own airfield. It still has its own airfield. A lot of celebrities come in through Hemet, and then just on the other side, on the other side of the mountains that were facing where I used to work, there was, I think it was a ranch owned by Roy Rogers, where a lot of celebrities went. That's where Daft Punk recorded their Random Access Memory's album and everything like that. Like I was there. Yeah.
Shit.
There's a lot going on in this area. Like I need to do like a real deep dive into the history of the place. I think our theater, I don't know, I'll have to ask my wife because she did a lot of research on that. Our historic theater is literally historic in a lot of ways. I think it was like one of the first theaters in the Inland Empire and that sort of thing. So
yeah,
there's so much going on. It's a weird kind of place here.
Yeah.
With a lot of history to it. So I'm not surprised that you kind of have these cults of the 50s and 60s and 70s in California that find their way down here.
Well, I mean, you assholes did start the whole contactee movement, I believe, so.
Yeah, so, like, it's one of those, like, I don't have, like, a complete, like, breakdown of how this theory works, but, like, it's just like any other place where there's this kind of stuff where it kind of emerges and filters down. Like, we're in that spot here.
So, Mike.
Yeah.
When we start our cult, we should not disappear people.
Yeah.
Like,
so, yeah. Don't disappear people. Sounds like a solid plan for life, I think.
I mean, like, we can't make more money off them if they're gone.
Well, I mean,
you know, but if they're starting to question things, I mean,
well, that's when you drill a hole in that. Well, no, that is disappearing somebody.
Yeah, no. You there's sometimes you got to disappear people. If like we're going to do a cult, which speaking of which, if you're going to do the cult, you have to do it here.
That's true.
It makes sense, right?
So how about we meet halfway and we do it in Houston, Texas? Because when I was there, I came across a large white building, and I wonder where that building is.
Yeah.
It turns out it is the Houston division of a South American cult, La Luz del Mundo, or LLDM.
I think we may have mentioned this because I brought up the fact that one of our coworkers was like, "Oh, those assholes."
Yeah. So it was just wild. It was like, what the hell is that?
Do you think they'd sublet to us?
So here's the thing though. So when I was trying to remember what it was called, I Googled it just now, and I came across this other abandoned cult building in Houston. I want y'all to look this up. It's called Palace of the Golden Orbs.
That's so.
Apparently, it's
wait a minute. What is this Dan shit?
It's a unrealized Taoist palace that stopped construction in 2001 when its leader got deported for failing to secure residency.
Oh shit, dude! It's got like giant, like Epcot balls on it.
Yes.
Oh man, this looks like a place the Power Rangers would come out of.
Yeah, no, this is our cult headquarters. We're gonna have to like secure some money. Buy this place.
Oh, 2 of the orbs have been removed.
Yeah, no.
We'll have to replace them with like nutsacks or something.
Yeah, but it still has the giant golden orb.
Well, that'd be hard to get rid of.
Yes.
Man, that's where we put like, oh, dude, we turn it into like a shitty version of the orb. Like, with a projector, but like it's just a planetarium because we're nerds.
Yeah, so we could be Cult of the Golden Orb.
Cult
of the Golden Ball?
No. Cult of the Pondered Orb.
No, it's gold. It would be Golden Ball, and we'll just be a Dan to Dan cult.
There you go.
I still like the idea of pondering this fucker. It's huge.
Well, you can ponder it. It's just big and golden.
Yeah. Man, I just went I decided to look up the whole at Scientology Gold Base. Like the huge Wikipedia article on it. Like obviously take it with a grain of salt with Wikipedia, but it's a really long fucking article for this thing specifically at Gold Base.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of shit about Gold Base, like the whole thing where they put you in, you have to run around a tree for hours or something.
Oh, they got pictures of the bladed fence, which I have seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, again, I need to do a deep dive and research a lot of this, because again, a lot of weird shit going down here.
I feel like we're gonna have to do It's a Cult Part 2.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is deserts are kind of weird places with that kind of energy anyway. Desert people are their own kind of people, you know what I mean? And I say that as a person who lives in a fucking desert.
They're nature's own liminal space.
Yeah. It's wild liminal shit, people. Man.
Yeah, liminal people in liminal spaces doing liminal things that involve disappearing a motherfucker from Tennessee.
Oh man, I had an encounter with a liminal space today. It was weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, it's just at where I work, there was a conference room, but it's like an afterthought kind of conference room because it's kind of weirdly proportioned. On one side, you've got the table, and then on the other side, it's almost like a nook because there's a stairwell that kind of goes over, so the ceiling's kind of slanted to account for the stairwell. But then there's just like this whiteboard on the other end far away from the table. It's a weird liminal space.
David, I think you just described the room from Dreams in the Witch House.
I mean, hey, that's entirely possible. I don't know, man.
You know what's another liminal space I came to realize recently?
What's that?
Any movie theater that has a quote unquote, hangout area.
Oh.
Nobody's ever in those.
Except for us.
Well, yeah, we did because we're weird people, but
that's true.
People would look at us weird because we're just sitting there.
Why are those people on the display couch?
Yes.
Yeah. Mike, you used to work security. That was a lot of liminal spaces at night, wasn't it?
Yep. Lots of empty, office buildings that are only half occupied. So.
Man, you could make a mint if you were still doing that just by taking photos and posting them on fucking Reddit.
Especially since a lot of them hadn't been occupied for a couple of decades, so all these stuff was kind of out of date.
Ooh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't even talked about the fact that all the Native American reservations here, like all the Kauai band of Native Americans, and shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm just thinking about it now. I'm like, man, there's a lot that I could talk about.
I want a postcard of Hemet that has Hemet in big block, like the Hey Dude logo kind of thing. Just says Hemet, and then underneath it, it's fucking weird.
Yeah. Hemet, fuck you, we're desert people.
We are a desert power.
Yeah. Man.
Hemet, fuck you, we're the Fremen.
Yeah.
Meth Fremen.
Oh, man.
Oh, geez. So, Mike.
Meth is processed in my veins.
Oh, God. I must not fear is the meth killer.
I mean, we got a lot of meth here. A lot of meth here.
Oh, I know.
It's funny. The other day I found a post. Someone had done like how you can take like a Google map and do like special versions? Someone had done one for all the local gangs in the area. And keep in mind, this isn't like a huge town, but we had something like 13 different gangs. Jesus. And like the thing was fascinating because it was like, it showed you their territory and showed you which gangs were affiliated. And I started recognizing, like, oh yeah, no, I've seen their tag in the area. So like, I was like, oh yeah, no, we're under the protection of such and such gang. This is a weird fucking town, and I kind of love it.
Wow.
For that. Yeah.
That's messed up.
Like literally one gang that just kind of has like a block of a street, but they're under like the affiliation with another. Man, you ought to do some of this kind of like looking at your town. You know what I mean? Just see what kind of weird shit you pull up that way. I feel like you guys probably have a cult.
I'm a little terrified of that.
Yeah, no, it's also like kind of terrifying.
Yeah, there's not a lot of data, believe it or not. Anyway, Mike.
Yeah.
What have you got for your first story tonight?
Well, got a little animal interest story here.
Oh yeah.
How about more of animal in the general sense, not about a specific individual animal, but peacock feathers can be lasers.
What? I needed to back up. What? Also, I love that yours doesn't have anything to do with murder. I'm glad we've got at least one that doesn't have murder.
Unless the peacock becomes militarized.
Yes.
Oh, man.
And to know this is legit, this comes from science.org.
This peacock has been weaponized. Oh, my God.
So, peacocks have a secret hidden in their brightly colored tail feathers. Tiny reflective structures that can amplify light into a laser beam. After dyeing the feathers and energizing them with an external light source, researchers discovered they emitted narrow beams of yellow-green laser light. They say the study, published this month in Scientific Reports, offers the first example of a laser cavity in the animal kingdom.
What?
A laser cavity in the animal kingdom.
Yeah. Well, a laser cavity is just, what they use to make lasers.
So are we renaming them beamcocks?
Should.
God. I prefer the railgun sparrow. I don't know about you.
Laser chicken.
The gauze pelican.
Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
I just want to call them, get the fuck away from my campsite because I want to sleep a little longer.
God, I would strangle a fucking peacock if left alone.
Marhaz Humar, a biophotonics researcher at the University of... Well, that's a country I've never heard of before. LJUBLJANA.
You're making stuff up.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to Google that.
Try it, young man. Try it, young man.
That is quite a mouthful there.
Just do the
capital
Google.
Okay, so it's the capital of Slovenia,
Mm.
and it is. Wow, come on! Why aren't you giving me a pronunciation?
Yeah, get the Google voice to translate it.
There we go. Someone's Ljubljana. Okay. I was not expecting that, but University of Ljubljana recently published a study on edible lasers. Interesting.
Wait.
Calls the study novel and inspiring.
Okay, I feel like we're burying the lead on edible lasers.
Now, do you mean edible as in eating, or Oedipal as in like Oedipus Rex?
Like
kink.
Shooting them in the eyes and knocking them out.
Edible. First lasers made of entirely edible material. There's also an article on that. I might have to read that another time.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait.
What? There's
what?
Okay. Are you saying it's possible that KFC is laser inducing?
No, because this is a different thing.
Okay.
So
how the fuck do you eat a laser?
Tiny droplets of everyday cooking oil can act like echo chambers of light, otherwise known as lasers.
I stand by my KFC statement then.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, let me go back to the Cox.
Okay. Go to the Cox of P.
He said it, quote, is a fascinating and elegant example of how complex biological structures can support the generation of coherent light. Lasers are created when a so-called gain medium, often a dye, is pumped with energy, which excites the medium's electrons to higher energy levels. When those electrons fall back to lower energy states, they release their energy by emitting photons of specific wavelengths. Those photons, in turn, can trigger neighboring excited atoms to relax and create photons of their own. The light is further amplified and ordered into a coherent beam by having it bounce back and forth within a reflective cavity. In a conventional laser, the beam eventually passes through a partial mirror, but in a natural laser, microscopic reflective textures can function as cavities that amplify and release light in different ways. Scientists have long known that peacock feathers also exhibit, quote, structural color, nature's pigment-free way to create dazzling hues. Ordered microstructures within the feathers reflect light at specific frequencies, leading to their vivid blues and greens and iridescence. But Florida Polytechnic University physicist Nathan Dawson and his colleagues wanted to go a step further and see whether those microstructures could also function as a laser cavity. After staining the feathers with a common dye and pumping them with soft pulses of light, they used laboratory instruments to detect beams of yellow-green laser light that were too faint to see with the naked eye. They emerged from the feathers' eye spots at two distinct wavelengths. Surprisingly, differently colored parts of the eye spots emitted the same wavelength of laser light, even though each region would presumably vary in its microstructure. If this were a mere coincidence, it would, quote, be like rolling two 100-sided die and always getting 74 from one die and 83 from the other, Dawson says.
That's very
Who's
specific.
Who's the fucking Dungeons and Dragons nerd who wrote this article?
No, that's the researcher that gave that example.
Okay, fair.
Definitely
okay, no,
a nerd.
Yeah, that tracks. Also, you know what, Kevin? I'm realizing.
What's that?
So remember Laser Kiwi on Andy's podcast, Spooky Dice Bag?
I have that flag, and I'm currently looking for a place to hang it in my house.
Like, it's almost a reality, dude. Almost a reality.
We're almost there,
except
buddy.
Except from the wrong end of the bird.
I don't know, man. I feel like that works better because then I can just snap the head off.
But yeah, that analogy came from Nathan Dawson of the Florida Polytechnic University.
Oh yeah, definitely played D&D before.
And the D&D club in high school.
Yes. Marco Geraldo, a biophysicist at the University of Antigua who studies structural color, points out that the study does not identify the exact microstructures that are doing the lasing. To explain the consistency of the signal, cavities throughout the feathers would need to have the size and shape that are identical to sub-nanometer precision. That precludes the hollow parts of the feather, which are too varied, as well as the rod-shaped microstructures known to give peacock feathers their structural color. Dawson hypothesizes that some other distinctive and small structure within the feather, possibly protein granules, are working as the laser cavity. Just because peacock... You gonna say something?
No, continue.
I was impressed and reacting.
Okay. Just because peacock feathers emit laser light doesn't mean that the birds are somehow using this emission. But there are still ramifications, Dawson says. He suggests that looking for laser light in biomaterials could help identify arrays of regular microstructures within them. In medicine, for example, certain foreign objects, viruses with distinct geometric shapes perhaps, could be classified and identified based on their ability to be lasers, he says. The work also demonstrates how biological materials could one day yield lasers that could be put safely into the human body to emit light for biosensing, medical imaging, and therapeutics. Quote, I always like to think that for many technological achievements that benefit humans, Dawson says, some organism somewhere has already developed it through some evolutionary process. So, laser birds. Not natural laser birds, but they happen to have structures that are conducive to being laser birds.
Edible peacock ass lasers.
Yes.
I just want sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their heads.
I just want Man, NBC is the most dangerous network.
And they're talking about putting that shit in humans. Can you imagine being able to finally pull off wizard shit, like shoot fire, like lasers from your fingernails?
Man, fucking laser turrets. But
remember Butter Golem guy?
Yes.
He would be the perfect vessel in which to try this human fat laser.
God, dude, you could rent him out for a rave.
Oh man,
just lasers shooting out of his butter hands.
Oh man, just again, I'm still trying to grapple with like the edible laser thing, but you can have chemical lasers, and like food is chemical. So
hey, and it was cooking oil, so I stand by my statement.
Yeah, and in this we're talking about like very small, like
lasers,
energy.
Hey,
amounts.
Hey, y'all remember that SNL sketch Laser Cats?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Remake.
There you go. No, I'm just like, instead of going to Costco for $1.50 hot dog and a soda, you can just go to a little machine, beam the hot dog into your mouth. Hot dog flavored laser.
That is so weird.
That's some Futurama shit right there.
That is. And the laser, of course, comes out of a peacock's ass, so.
There you go.
Yep. I've told the story about hating peacocks because of Disney World, right?
I don't think so.
Maybe.
Me and Mike, on our Disney World trip with our friends, we were at, what's it called? Fort Wilderness? Camp Wilderness or whatever. And they had peacocks just out roaming the fuck around. And you know what peacocks do in the morning? Same thing as a fucking rooster. And they've all got tags on them. So we're trying to sleep, and we're just hearing, Every morning, like 5 in the morning, I get up to go pee, and they're standing there laughing at me on the side of the road. I hate peacocks.
Now how'd the peacock go? Clip it.
Clip that shit. I mean, it's a pretty good impression of what I experienced.
Oh, that's fair. I mean, I've never heard a peacock go, Hey, Mike, you do one.
No,
that's not it at all.
Yeah, no, it just sounded like a if you took a chicken or a rooster and just strangled it in mid crow.
Yeah.
So what did that sound like, Mike?
I'll let your imagination go.
Mike's not gonna do it, David. Sorry.
Man, lame.
Yep.
Man.
Mike also managed to fall back asleep.
No, I could sleep through a lot, especially back
meanwhile, I'd slip on some flip-flops and waddle down to the fucking public bathroom and
half a mile away.
Yeah, half a mile down the road to take a shower and take a piss and
it was about
contemplate
100 feet, but still.
Bird murder.
Well, once day broke, you couldn't pee in the bushes. So.
I guess bird murder could just be shortened to birder.
There you go. There you go, young man.
Young man. So...
But then, your wash rag smelled like rum. So.
It did that time. I swear I thought that was you I was telling. I was drunk at the time. Anyway. Wow. Laser birds. Just want to let that sink in. Laser birds. So, all right. I guess we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to go have some podcast cheese and some flavor lasers. And we'll be right back after this. Hey, Kevin here. Hope you're enjoying the episode.
Hey, who are you talking to, Kevin?
Listeners of our shows. I also want to let them know that if they're enjoying what we've been doing, they can support us on Patreon.
Oh, Patreon. Were you going to tell them about the early episodes? Also, Patreon-exclusive episodes that can be found there, too?
Well, yeah, I was going to do the
whole... yeah, and then there's the other cool stuff, including art, merch for subscribers, like tote bags, hoodies, shirts, mugs.
Yeah, and...
Can you believe people could support us for only $5 a month? You're definitely going to mention that, too, right?
I was. Support Supernatural Selection and The Distraction Hole on Patreon for as little as $5 a month. Visit patreon.supernaturalselectionpod.com to learn more and get started today. Press. I'm recording.
Good man.
I was going to say, actually, I think it's really interesting that you and I have managed to spread young man like a mimetic disease over on Spooky Dice Bag.
And it's so perfect for my character, too.
Oh, yeah, no, Shao is such a fucking, what a dude.
Young man.
So, anyway, we're back. And, so, my last story was kind of heavy.
Yeah.
What with the murder and all. I thought, you know what? We should lighten the mood a little bit with my next one. So, next story is from metro.co.uk, which I guess is a slightly more reputable news source, I suppose. Article came out July 24th. I've been sitting on a couple of these. So, article is by Luke Alsford.
Mm-hmm.
And again, let's lighten the mood. Mystery as man dies on U.S. flight, but then completely disappears.
Fuck.
It's a murder doubleheader. Now, before I get to the article, they've got articles on the side, recommendations of what to read.
Yeah.
And the very first one is woman whose biohazard diarrhea canceled entire flight finally addresses what happened. I was God. Okay.
Is that one that we actually covered, or is that like an entire separate diarrhea flight?
This is a whole...
Oh, okay.
Whole different poop plane this time.
Because those pop up a lot.
The shit liner.
And then a little ways underneath that is an article referencing a man known as the Ibiza Final Boss. Launching crypto. And Mike, you may get this joke. This dude looks like a character from Bo Selecta.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, he looks like he's from the music video for Proper Crimbo.
That's quite a look.
Yeah, it is like he looks like he's a prosthetic. Anyway.
Oh, shit, yeah, I'm looking at him right now.
Yeah, wow, what a dude.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, okay. I never vet my articles, so let's go with some more geriatric death. At least it's not animals. The body of an 83-year-old passenger who died mid-air on a Turkish airline flight has reportedly gone missing.
Fuck.
Flight TK79, why aren't you at your post?
Fuck.
Anyway, Flight TK79 took off from Istanbul and was in the air for almost 12 hours when a passenger had a, quote, severe medical emergency on July 13th.
Now you said Istanbul, not Constantinople.
Why did Constantinople get the works?
That's nobody's business but the Turks. There we go. There. I
Yep,
feel good.
There. We did
Intrusive
it.
thought
We did
handled.
it, everybody. We did it.
Istanbul.
Thank you.
Particle man.
Oh, fuck all y'all. I don't know if we're doing They Might Be Giants references or Tiny Toons references now.
Well, just put a little birdhouse in your soul.
I love that song. Anyway, the unnamed individual died while the plane was flying over Greenland, with the decision being made to carry on to Chicago in the U.S. Don't worry about the dead guy, everybody. We put a blanket over him. It's all fine.
We got some Febreze.
Ignore the smell.
Everybody gets peanuts.
I was going to say, everybody gets peanuts. This is because Chicago O'Hare Airport has suitable medical facilities to deal with an in-flight death, according to Aviation A to Z.
Well, you know what they say. They're dying to get into to Chicago.
Oh, stop.
Sorry,
Mike,
you go ahead, Mike.
You were going to say something?
It's a hollow metal tube that flies through the air. There's not much space for a, morgue.
Yeah, well, put them in the baggage compartment, I guess. However, after touchdown, the dead body has seemingly disappeared into thin air.
Maybe they weren't dead.
Maybe they ate him. Turkish Airlines says the corpse was removed from the plane and transferred to a flight to San Francisco. But the local medical examiner's office told U.S. media that it never received the body, according to San Francisco news site SF Gate.
Some weekend at Bernie's, that shit.
Oh my God, that'd be hilarious and terrible.
I'm thinking about the poor person who was stuck next to that dead body for the flight.
Do you think they picked his pockets?
I don't know. They certainly picked him up, though, if he disappeared.
Oh yeah.
When they put it on a different flight, I'm sure it wasn't just in a seat.
Well, no, like the person died in the initial flight, right? So, like, what did they do with the body? Did they?
I don't know, but if it was me, I would just stick it in one of the bathrooms and lock it permanently till they landed. But that's
selfies.
Taking selfies with the deceased.
Yeah,
because that's tacky.
With the dead guy. Anyway, the Cook County office also does not have records documenting the death or confirming a transfer. The remaining passengers continued on their way to San Francisco in a separate flight. No more information has been released about the identity of the person who died on board Flight TK79. Metro has approached Turkish Airlines, Chicago Airport, and Cook County Medical Examiner's Office for comment. Mid-air flights are Mid-air flights are as rare as 0.21 deaths per million passengers.
Mid-air flight deaths, I guess.
Well, they fucked that up pretty bad.
Do you think it was DB Cooper?
Probably.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Like, faked his death and then he stole a plane when they put his body on a plane?
Didn't we do an article where somebody said they discovered that, like, their dad was DB Cooper?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I thought. But it may have been this guy. In March, a woman died on an EasyJet flight from Tenerife to Liverpool, despite the efforts of passengers who tried to save her life. The flight was diverted to an airport in northern Spain, and the woman died before she could be treated. A Turkish Airlines plane made another emergency landing in New York in October last year after the pilot suddenly fainted and died in the middle of the flight.
Jesus.
I've seen this. It was called Airplane. The pilot, quote, collapsed during the flight, Turkish Airlines spokesman Yahya Houston.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Got it.
Oh, man, we saw Naked Gun. We'll talk about that on the other show. Anyway, that's the article. And then they have the Turkish Airlines full statement, which summarizes exactly what I just told you.
So like,
specifics.
I know that people will die in a flight. Like, it happens. You're on a plane for a significant number of hours at a time. Inevitably, someone might die. That's just... But to bring those other ones up, it doesn't really matter because the main thing is the fucking body disappeared. Like, this is... Yeah,
Yeah. And everybody's like, we have no record of this body. Except for Turkish Airlines, which was like, what did you do? What happened?
Billy, have you ever been on a Turkish airline?
God damn it. Billy, have you ever seen a dead man on an airplane?
Naked.
picked a helmet and just stopped sniffing glue.
Billy, have you ever seen a dead man naked?
On the train tracks.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to stop methamphetamines. Meth again. Yay.
Oh, man.
Wow, what a bugaboo.
Right? I mean...
You know...
What happened to the body?
I'm kind of with Mike. Somebody weekend at Bernie's that shit, or like is using it in the carpool lane.
That, or they took it home for, they were hungry.
Yeah. God, that Monty Python sketch.
I'm glad you... Oh, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to say that I'm glad Mike defaulted to hunger and not sex.
Well,
look,
that's too icky for me to joke about in some ways. Not like I can't joke
not
about
for
it.
me.
It's not my first instinct to go there.
I mean, it's okay to joke about an old man fucking dying on an airplane, but God forbid you want to fuck him. Sorry.
That's ageist. That's what that is.
Yeah, Mike, I'm glad you had a line there.
And it was more of just
cross.
The eating thing, just popped in my head before the fucking
Well,
thing.
I'd rather eat a dead body than fuck a dead body. Let's just, if we're going to get our scruples out there.
Yeah, but I know you read Sexy Losers.
I didn't. I heard about it. God, I forgot about that fucking comic, though. Poe, that was the artist. You remember Sexy Losers, David?
Yes, I do.
Holy shit.
Ghastly.
It's like the three of us and like our friend are like the four people on the planet that remember Sexy Losers.
Yep. Classic comic.
Man, that is like some rotten.com level shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, dead bodies. Where the fuck?
Yes.
I'm kind of leaning more toward the carpool thing.
Yeah, no, that's
they're
fair.
Using it in the carpool lane. That's just, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck you do with how you lose a body.
Yeah, that is just weird. Being serious, right? Just to be super serial. It's like I can't think of how it would just disappear. Like it boggles the mind because really, honestly, nobody's going to look at that and say, I want that dead body. Well, not any... Okay, I wouldn't say...
Okay, yeah, don't say nobody. We talked about Ed Gein already.
I can introduce you to a couple of serial killers who are really into dead bodies.
Anybody who could hold down a regular job, I guess?
Anybody that could afford an airline flight? maybe.
Well, I'm thinking like, because they're just going to get the lowest paid baggage handlers to move this dead body.
Okay, guys, the plane came from Turkey, right?
Yeah.
That does not mean the body was made of turkey.
No.
I was hoping that joke would get a bigger laugh. Let me bow out.
Besides, it's like 100-something pounds of like person. You get really sleepy eating that.
And he's 83. He's not going to have a lot of meat on his bones, now that I think about it.
Either the body fell out of the plane in transit, or someone stole it.
I'm leaning towards stolen. Maybe it was like a modern-day Burke and Hare for medical experiments.
Look, we're overthinking this. It's a fucking airline. It was just accidentally dropped off at a different airport. Oh. It's just sitting there in the baggage collection, waiting for someone to come collect it.
He's just on the carousel.
Yeah. It's in like Djibouti or some place.
Djibouti.
Yeah. That visual of a corpse just rolling out onto the baggage carousel just has filled me with so much delight.
You're just sitting there. It's the last thing on the thing, and this one woman standing there going, "That's not my bag."
No.
This is not my carry-on.
No,
I don't understand.
No, funnier still, old woman just looks at it and goes, that's not my husband.
Oh, Ellie, you card you.
I mean, it could still be D.B. Cooper. I'm just going to say that. He faked his death and he stole a plane later.
I like that just because it's kind of like the version of that song "The Way" by Fastball, where it takes two people that were murdered by a serial killer. It's like, yeah, but what if they wandered off?
or funnier option still, they just misdiagnosed that it was dead, and the guy was just a really deep sleeper, and he woke up on this flight.
I'm not quite dead yet.
And
He's
just
at home now.
Just walked out of there. Yeah, made it home. Like, oh my God, we got to call you were dead. He's like, oh, I'm fine. Like,
shut up, Ernestine.
And they didn't call back or anything, so he's just living his life, and everybody's looking for his body, but turns out he's just at home.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Mike's because that is a way happier ending.
Wakes up in the baggage area where they just kind of left his body. He's like, shit, Gary, you did it again.
You slept through your deboarding, and they thought you were dead.
Damn it, trembling Gary.
That's why they call him Sleeps Like the Dead Gary.
Oh, shit.
Oh, come on. Everybody's heard of Gary No Pulse Johnson. I mean, oh, Christ. What a story.
It's like, well, why does he smell bad? Well, it's because he doesn't bathe.
Look, he's an old man. He can't control himself.
I did not intend to do 2 death stories in a row, but I'm glad I did now.
Yeah.
At least this one was full of speculation as opposed to she got shot 7 times.
Because of a crazy person who thought she was an alien.
I wish I could do a Robert Stack impression for that one.
Oh, you need to work on that then.
Yeah, I've tried. I can't nail it.
Because we need like the music and stuff too.
Anyway, I've got a T-shirt in the Dirty Clothes right now with a logo on it.
Hell yeah.
So
thank you for the laundry update.
You're welcome. So what's your next story?
Okay. I got this one from...
Young man.
I got this one from Ars Technica by Beth Mole. Worm invades a man's eyeball, leading to doctors to suck out his eye jelly.
I'm just going to walk the fuck away while you read this one to no one.
I saw this story. I saw this story somewhere else, and
you were like, no,
exactly.
Because I saw that story, I was like, no.
I'm the one among us who's brave enough to read this deplorable, horrifying shit.
You're a fool, sir.
Brave? No. Gross and sadistic? Yes.
Sick, sad world.
Oh, fuck. This dude's like a year younger than me. Oh, God. This poor guy. For 8 months, a 35-year-old man in India was bothered by his left eye.
Oh, I bet.
It was red and blurry. When he finally visited an ophthalmology clinic, it didn't take long for doctors to unearth the cause. In the case reported in the New England Journal of Medicine, doctors report that they first noted that the eye was bloodshot and inflamed, and the pupil was dilated and fixed. The man's vision in the eye was 20/80. A quick look inside his eye revealed it was all due to a small worm, which they watched moving sluggishly in the back of his eyeball.
Shut the fuck up. I just imagine the doctor, like, it was India, you said?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just picture a guy from New York with a cigar. It looks like your head's full of worms.
No, Kevin. No, it'd be an Indian man. Just, oh my gosh.
Oh, we're not. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Your head looks like it's just full of fucking worms.
Are we doing a short circuit 2, number 25?
Oh, no, we are not.
Okay, good.
Johnny Five is full of worms.
To gouge out the parasitic pillager.
Do not say gouge with this.
I mean, I'm reading the article, dude. The doctors performed a pars plana vitrectomy. There we go. A procedure that involves sucking out some of the jelly-like vitreous inside the eye. This procedure can be used in the treatment of a variety of eye conditions, but using it to hoover up worms is rare.
This story can be used as an epicac.
And I'm just imagining his eye just kind of like deflating.
In order to get it,
God,
the doctors make tiny incisions in the white parts of the eye, the sclera, and use a hollow needle-like device with suction.
Hey, how about you fuck off? Oh, God.
They replace extracted eye jelly with things like saline.
Okay. So it doesn't like just deflate into a sad eye sac.
In this case, the device was able to suck up part of the worm's tail and drag it out, still squirming.
Oh, fuck. And then they filled his eyeball with Baja Blast.
Oh, and they got pictures, too. Cool.
No.
Under the microscope, they quickly identified the peeper creeper.
Fuck the author of this article in the ass.
With a bulbous head, well-formed intestines, and a thick outer layer, it
was a sperm.
It perfectly fit the description of Gnathostoma spinigerium, a known bodily marauder that can sometimes wiggle its way into eyeballs.
Ugh. I don't like the word bodily marauder. It's like something from Mad Max, but tiny.
Let's see. Next section, stomach churning cycle. G. spinagerum are endemic parasites in India that infect carnivorous mammals, particularly wild and domestic cats and dogs. In these primary hosts, adult worms form tumor-like masses in the walls of the animal's intestinal tracts. There, the adults mate, and the mass erupts like an infernal, infectious volcano spewing out eggs.
David?
Yeah?
I think I'm going to throw up.
Do you want me to quit? Are you tapping out?
If it gets worse.
I mean, you have the option of tapping out, but I'm going to, lord that shit over you two.
Keep going.
Okay.
Fuck you, though.
The eggs are passed to the animal's feces and can then spread to intermediate hosts. These include freshwater plankton, which get eaten by fish and amphibians, which then get eaten by cats and dogs to complete the cycle. The young parasites can also be taken up by dead-end hosts like birds, including chickens and snakes. These are called parentenic hosts. Yeah. Humans enter the worm cycle. Yeah, there was an entire science fiction series about a human entering a worm cycle.
Yes.
Shai Halud.
Bless the maker and his water. Humans enter the worm cycle when they accidentally eat undercooked forms of any kind of intermediary or parentenic host, such as undercooked fish or chicken. Such an infection is called gnathostomiasis. It starts with the larvae moving through the walls of the stomach, intestines, or liver, and causes vague symptoms like fever, excess tiredness, lack of appetite, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, or abdominal pain.
And eyeball worms.
Right? This can last 2 or 3 weeks. So was he jamming his face into the fish and that's how it got there?
No, I'm pretty sure it worked its way up. I don't know. God. That's weird.
Yeah, because it says that they they're known to find their way into eyeballs, but they seem like they're mostly intestinal. Anyway, then the infection enters the second phase when the larvae go on a food journey, feasting on flesh while visiting various organs.
You know, I ate cheese and pickle before this story, and I regret it.
Most often, the larvae end up in the skin, causing red, painful, itchy rashes that can last several weeks, but they can also wind up in the lungs, bladder, ears, nervous system, brain, and also the eyes. Okay, that explains that. Luckily, the man in the case report had no skin or neurological symptoms. A computed tomography scan of his brain, chest, skull, abdomen, and pelvis looked normal. The eyeball worm was his only sign of trouble. After removing the orb interloper, doctors treated the man with corticosteroids, both oral and eye drop forms, to help with the inflammation. They also put him on an anti-parasitic drug. A little late for that.
Yeah, just a scotch late there, pals.
After 8 weeks, his symptoms improved, but his vision did not fully recover because he developed a cataract, which is a common complication after a vitrectomy.
I'm going to say something now.
Mm-hmm.
We're never talking about this again on this show. We're never covering eyeball worms again. Holy fuck.
I'm looking at the comments on the article.
Yeah.
First post, new fear unlocked.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely astonishing how Dr. Mole's parasite articles reliably drop just in time for my European lunch hour.
God damn it.
This article was posted at 7:15 on the East Coast while I was eating yogurt, and I'm just so sad.
So this person has a history of parasite stories.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like you and mushrooms, Mike.
Yeah. So you got to have that niche.
I always eat meat well done exactly for this reason. Very specific.
How do you like your steak burned?
The eyeball worms. Ever since I heard about them, everything's charred to a fucking crisp.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
I think my favorite part was that, the adults mate and the mass erupts like an internal infectious volcano spewing out the eggs. It's just so beautifully written.
I'm a throw up. Thanks. That's disgusting.
Puts away all electronic devices for the day. Yep, that's enough of the internet for a bit.
Yep. Oh my god.
Oh man, I almost had you guys tapping out. That would have been so cool.
Almost, but
would have been
we
so
stuck
cool.
it out, and goddamn.
Yeah.
I think the only time we ever got close to that was the Alex Chu piss thing.
Which we still, you know what, Lenora, I don't think we're ever actually going to get around to watching that, because goddamn.
It was so chunky.
There were chunks in it. Fucking chunks in it.
Dude been holding on to that piss for a while. Like, not in his body, in the bottle.
It looked like he was feeding a goldfish that lived in there, but where was the goldfish? They were just flakes.
Someone needs to tell him once you bottle that, it's not aging anymore. You need to keep it in the barrel.
Oh, God.
Vintage piss. I don't know. I got to see what he's up to.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, God. We'll have to do that another week, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wow. What a goddamn nightmare of a story.
I'm proud of myself for that one.
Mike,
Yeah.
tell me this next story isn't about worms.
So I'm going to give you a choice. So I'm a nice person. I was very indecisive, and some new ones popped up here. So do you want to hear about cosmology? Like, not cosmetology, but cosmology as in, stars and shit.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to hear about theft, or do you want to hear about UFOs?
Oh, you know me, Mike. I'm going for UFOs.
David?
Yeah. UFOs.
You want UFOs, huh? Well,
Yeah.
all right. So
Eyeball worms from space.
From Gizmodo, today, MAGA Congresswoman claims UFOs might be interdimensional beings.
Oh, not demons this time?
No. What are those unexplained objects zipping around the sky? They could be aliens. They could be secret government aircraft. They might even be Superman. Or if you believe the latest MAGA politician appear on Joe Rogan's podcast, they're beings from another dimension.
Okay, I think we've talked about that as a theory.
Republican Anna Paulina Luna, a Republican from Florida, of course it's Florida, has held hearings on Capitol Hill to investigate UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, and the Congresswoman told Rogan on Wednesday's episode that she's seen evidence they could be, quote, interdimensional beings. Quote, based on our interviews, and this has been something that you can go back and watch with the congressional hearings, but that I was actually able to ask some of the witnesses, what are these things, Luna told Rogan. Quote, and they keep saying interdimensional, and then when you talk about the interdimensional aspect of are these things pre-existing maybe outside of what we currently know as our own dimension? Ellipsis. Yeah, that didn't make much sense reading it. Did it make much sense listening to it?
No.
No, not at all.
No, not even remotely.
Rogan was obviously curious and asked Luna to elaborate. The Congresswoman, who earlier this year introduced legislation to put Trump's face on Mount Rushmore, then tried to explain and seemed to suggest that these, quote, interdimensional beings were found in the Bible.
Did you say Trump on Mount Rushmore? Can we go back to the eyeball worms?
I'm just saying, like, I've wanted Mount Rushmore destroyed for a while. Like, that's an opportunity to, like, really get people involved in destroying Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. Now, wait, they're in the Bible?
Or at least they would have been if the Bible hadn't been censored.
Oh, no.
Rep Luna. Well, they call them interdimensional beings, but I think they can actually operate through the time spaces that we currently have. And that's not something that I came up with on my own. That's based on stuff that we've seen. That's based on information that we've been told. And then also, too, I think that there's this historical aspect of, this gets into the deeper theories and concepts of religion, and I think the history that we currently know. And that kind of spins off into another topic of, you have the modern day Bible, you have this aspect of books of the Bible that have been removed that explain and kind of touch on these topics. And I think that we're in a time and age where you have such a vast amount of information that we have access to via social media, via your cell phone, via the internet. And so
I feel my brain bleeding.
It's really changing the way that we understand, the origins of life and the spiritual reality that we know.
I have never wanted this species wiped out.
I'm gonna have a hot take here.
Yeah.
As someone who believes like UFOs can exist, who believes in life on other planets, I think that if you're a politician and you state this, like publicly, you should not be a politician. I want my politicians to not believe in this shit and work on governing.
I feel like if you say this out loud, you should be removed from office.
Yes, absolutely, 110%.
Luna had a knack for rambling without saying much or providing evidence. So Rogan pressed her on what evidence there might be to prove that UAPs are actually beings from another dimension. She kept giving vague answers, but insisted that she's seen evidence. Sadly, she just can't tell you what it is, Rep Luna. Yeah, so look, I have seen to a portal. Have I seen a portal open? No. Have I seen a spaceship? Personally, no. Have I seen evidence of this? Yes. Have I seen photo documentation of aircraft that I believe were not made by mankind? Yes. Is there historical significance to this? Yes.
Now ask her if she's seen Epstein Island.
Have you seen the list?
No. Multiple events that go back to, I would argue, maybe even before the time of Christ that have documented in this text? Yes.
Oh my
God, but I thought the worms were bad.
Luna acknowledged throughout the interview that the U.S. government may have advanced technology that could explain some of the UAP sightings, but she kept coming back to this idea that there was something supernatural about it all. And she floated conspiracy theories about how these kinds of beings had been censored in the editing of the Bible, specifically invoking the idea that the Book of Enoch had not been included as part of the Bible for shadowy reasons.
Okay, she's talking about the archons.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is it. She is talking about the undead, alien, cybernetic Jew babies.
Oh, yeah. Well, what else wouldn't you talk about?
Oh, God damn it.
Luna,
I'm sorry, continue, Mike. Oh, boy.
who said she's read the Book of Enoch.
I mean, you can buy it. It's there.
Yeah.
No,
But-
it's just the fact that right into after you say that, it just dives straight into that.
Yep. Mhm.
Quote, multiple times, insisted that she wasn't saying these mysterious beings were angels, but noted that there were, quote, other creations that God made.
Demons.
To her understanding of Christianity.
Yep, demons. It's demons.
Demons.
It's space demons. Space interdimensional demons that are probably Jewish.
But are they Jew? I don't know.
Mike, don't look for logic in the
Can
cockles
I
of
just-
going back
the
to what you
racist
said about the
heart.
Jew babies, but
Can I just say that I prefer the eye trauma over this?
You know what? I didn't until I did.
Luna said she's
Christ.
seen classified photos of classified photos in a skiff. If you don't know what a skiff is, it's a secured classified. It's basically a secure room where there's like no connection to the outside world, and they can view classified documents.
Yeah, meant to keep documents on lockdown, and then she then talks about to the public.
Yeah. Well, so
To Joe Rogan.
well, it's one of those things that you can see the documents. I mean, obviously you can't really cite the documents, but so you can't take pictures of them or all this stuff. Pretty interesting stuff. But anyway, so Luna says she's seen classified photos in a skiff that she can't talk about, but she's now talking about them.
God
Something that's
fucking
clearly
damn it.
frustrated Rogan. Quote, I'm very confident that there's these things out there that have not been created by mankind, Luna said. The
God,
Congresswoman...
you could just imagine Joe Rogan edging the entire time, and it's horrifying.
Look, here's the thing. You said, what was the term you said Rogan was? Frustrated?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure, a child's puzzle can frustrate Joe Rogan, so that's not saying
No.
much.
It's more like David said, though, this is edging Rogan. He's constantly oh, I'm about to come. But
This is a dude that can't figure out how to open an aspirin container, so...
oh, come on.
He looks like a hot dog.
He does.
The Congresswoman made other wild claims during the interview about the CIA discovering that the Ark of the Covenant is on the Ark of the Covenant in the 1980s. Let me start that over because I think I missed a word.
Okay.
The Congresswoman made other wild claims during the interview about the CIA discovering the Ark of the Covenant in the 1980s and strongly suggested that remote viewing is a reality. So the CIA discovered the Ark in the 80s. And
That was Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I think she
Stuck
just
in a
watched
warehouse.
all the Indiana Jones movies recently because
And
King
then-
of the Crystal Skull, interdimensional aliens.
And then she watched the Men Who Stare at Goats.
Does she not understand that movies are fiction?
Did we ever tell you about the Nazi face melting guy that came to a comic thing I was at?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Mike, finish the story and I'll tell that.
she also mentioned that some autistic people
Oh, no.
Oh,
had telepathic abilities, a reference to a popular podcast called the telepathy tapes. I don't know why I couldn't read that word.
Telepathy.
I think she's
Telepathy.
just getting this shit from movies because she probably watched Powder recently.
I feel like she watched fucking that Predator movie where they said autism was the next stage of human evolution.
Oh my god, oh god,
This
please give me eye worms.
Look, pardon my French, but this fucking bitch, Jesus.
Oh my god.
And everything she mentioned was cloaked in this conspiratorial thinking, as she insisted that the powerful people were hiding the truth from the American people. Quote, it seems crazy that people have access to this information that shows that there's something outside of us that is more intelligent, at least more capable than we are, and they hide it from everybody else, Rogan said.
Well, that's it. You've killed me.
Crazy
I'm dead.
indeed, Mr. Rogan. Crazy indeed. Did you guys hear about those Epstein files?
Yeah, you ever done DMT?
You ever smoked mushrooms?
You ever
and
done ayahuasca?
and sat on top of your millions of dollars and jacked off while having your butler finger your butthole? I haven't.
Yeah.
That's very
Okay.
specific, sir.
Yeah, you got some thoughts, Mike. So, I was at a comic event back in, 2009, 2010, somewhere in there. It was me, a couple of local artists, a guy that used to be an artist for Spider-Man and Sonic the Hedgehog.
Was it Ken
And,
Penders?
No, it was not
Ah.
Ken Penders.
Darn.
and a guy that used to work for Malibu Comics.
Mm.
So we're all sitting around just shooting the shit. And I came in with just blank paper and everything I had at the event I drew on site, which kind of blew a couple of minds, but not to brag. Anyway, point is, this dude comes in, and I don't know how to explain it. I'm not really paying attention to what's going on until, like, I am. When he starts talking about Raiders of the Lost Ark, like it's a documentary. Like he started, when they open the, and he had no volume control, Mike. Remember that? Just like full fucking blast outdoor voice in this smaller room. Just starts going, now, when they opened the Ark of the Covenant and these Nazis saw everything, do you think they went straight to heaven even though they're Nazis? What do you think Jesus did about that? And we're all sitting there, and one of my friends goes, "So you know that was a movie? Like that was fiction. Like that's not a documentary." And the dude kept coming to comic events we were at after that, and I was like, "Oh God, it's Nazi face melting guy."
Oh man.
And yeah. God, I haven't seen that guy in years. Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
So
well,
I hated that.
Yeah, you hate that.
I fucking hated the shit out of that, man. You sure taught me a lesson about choosing UFOs. You should have said, instead of saying or UFOs, you should have said or an insane woman.
Yes.
Would have been more accurate.
Yes.
So fuck.
So as a little short thing, addendum, not really to this, but to
is it about the Ibiza final boss?
How about a palate cleanser? So what do y'all think of when the first podcast was?
Actual first podcast? God, it was when the iPod came out. It's probably like late 90s, early 2000s.
So what if I told you it was in the 1890s? That
okay.
In Budapest, they had something called the Telefuhirmundo, which was a telephone newspaper that you could call up in Budapest and get the news.
Huh.
Service that lasted until 1944.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So I would say that why not, nomenclaturally a podcast. It is still in kind of the same, spirit, I guess, of a on-demand,
like
news-centric morsel
like
of information.
It makes sense, and I'm surprised that I hadn't heard of anything like that before.
Yeah, this article on Hackaday doesn't say why exactly they think it was just in Budapest. They don't know if it was a combination of politics or maybe it was, that's where the funding was. But yeah, it was it was started by a person that was connected with Alexander Graham Bell, who, thought of this idea and started it up.
Yeah, that's interesting, dude.
And the first news article was, Watson, I need you. Mike, I posted in Host Talk a picture of the Ibiza final boss for you.
Okay.
And I want you to look at it real quick and tell me if it does not look like a character from the music video for Proper Crimbo.
I mean, why is that guy's mouth so close to his eyes? Or is his head just that wide?
He looks like a human version of a Persian, one of those flat-faced Persian cats. In the face.
Yeah, his features are so centralized.
The last time I saw a human put together this poorly was that guy whose head looked like a thumb.
Is this a dude that we saw in real life?
Yes, he came in the store. He had no hair, and literally his whole head.
Oh yeah, that
like
guy. That guy. Do you remember that time that guy came in that one store we worked at, and he just looked like a human kneecap?
No.
I called him Thok the Living Knee.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that, but I don't remember seeing him myself.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I don't know whose features are tiny and more centralized, him or Charlie Kirk.
I don't know. But, like the
this-
bowl cut's not doing him any favors.
Oh, that's his hair?
That's his hair.
I think that's like one of those hats.
No, it's his hair because that's part of the news story I was reading. He went viral because of his bowl cut. That is his hair.
I call bullshit. But I will say those glasses are doing a lot of heavy lifting for his face, because if his eyes are proportionally the same size as his face, he would.
I'm telling you, he's one of them flat-faced Persians.
No, his like face would be like just this, see the photo manipulations where someone shrinks the face of the person, but so their head's like normal size, but their face is like really small. That's what he'd look like if his eyes.
Like he's like rectangular headed.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think we found Minecraft Steve.
I was gonna say it looks like if Princess Donut were a human and a dude.
It's Minecraft Steve had a child with a Toad from Super Mario.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if they did the Bob Hoskins Super Mario World today, he could play a Toad.
He looks like Jack Black gone wrong.
And the chains and the sunglasses tell a different story. But it'd be funny if you met this guy in real life and turns out he's like just really awesome and cool.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Nice.
Why do they call him the final boss? Do you have to like fight him to live in Persia? What's going on?
Ibis, I don't know. He's a British clubber, and that's just a term they started calling him. Anyway, so we've sidetracked on that for a minute, and we have a segment this week. First off, good news. Phantom of Monsters is back.
Yay!
We'll be doing that next week, I think, unless David has something.
I'm happy to defer to you, my friend.
Okay, well, this week we're going to do Reddit already, and I just went to r/paranormal and picked a subject and figured, hey, let's read it and we can talk about it. Doesn't even necessarily have to be funny. But is once again r/paranormal. Oh God, the user's name is Tough Influence. I saw gnomes when I was a kid. Oh boy, I was about 7 or 8 at the time. I had gone out to our balcony. It was night at the time, and I was getting some fresh air, which is something 8-year-olds did all the time. I looked down and saw what looked like little men harassing our neighbor's puppy. They were just too small to be mistaken as children or anything like that. It was just so weird that I froze up when watching them. I didn't really see them too clearly because it was night. Also, 2 is misspelled.
Whoa, how do you misspell 2?
1 O instead of TOO.
Oh, just the wrong form of 2.
Yeah.
I was thinking you put like a Q in there or something.
A silent F. Anyway, they were just running around the poor thing. When I had realized what I was seeing, I rushed inside to get a video of it with my phone, but by the time I had gotten back outside, they were gone. To this day, I'm pissed at myself for not getting a video.
At least it wasn't those little orange fuckers in the garden.
Oh, God. Yeah, no, the zucchini fuckers. God, them little shits. I can't wait to hear something else about those guys.
Right. I mean, to be fair, you've read my little mini comic about seeing a goblin when I was a kid.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
You gotta kiss a toe. Oh, God. Okay, so there's comments.
Oh, boy.
There's a few. There's 73 comments, all right? And the very first one from 3 days ago, user urine blonde wig.
Okay.
Top 1%.
That means they're probably diabetic.
Top 1% commenter. When I was 15 years old, after hanging out with my BF in... I don't know why I'm doing such a manly voice for what is this lady. When I was 15 years old, after hanging out with my BF in his rich neighborhood, I would cut through a forest to get home faster, and I didn't mean to misgender. It could be a dude. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
And it would be pitch black, just me following the trail, and every time I was being followed, but by something next to me. I was on the path, and it sounded like a squirrel following me in the trees. And I can hear all the leaves breaking, crumbling with every step. And so, when I noticed this noise, I stopped, parentheses, to listen. And the noise stopped. I kept going, and it kept going. I think you're hearing yourself walking. But anyway, I went backwards on the path, and it followed me. I started to run, and it got faster and stopped when I stayed. This is you. You're hearing you. What the fuck? I pulled out my phone and put the flashlight on and checked around, assuming it a squirrel. Couldn't find anything, parentheses, it must have been sept-oct because of all the leaves. So I resumed walking, but it's legit following me. I stopped, and I took one step. I heard it take one step. I then ran to get out of the forest, even though it was running with me. Then who was phone? Anyway, this would continue to happen every time I had to cut through the... God damn it. Cut through the forest at night. During the day, me and my friends would play manhunt and go swimming in the pond lake thing. So I felt comfortable in that area, but at night it was creepy. I just figured it was a ghost or something. Just protecting me.
Okay, that's a huge leap.
That is a big-ass leap.
Like, what in their experiences caused them to think that there's a ghost fucking following around, like, as their bodyguard?
Let's see. It's either a serial killer or my protector ghost. But after reading this post, the explanation of gnomes made so much more sense. There is literally no other explanation for an invisible being clearly following me.
Is this sarcasm, or is it just the way you're reading it?
It's the way I'm reading it. It's the way I'm reading it.
Okay.
I wish I could go back in time and look down at the ground. They were probably just hiding under the leaves. And then the original poster, OML, I'm surprised you still kept taking that oath after like the second or third encounter. I would have simply just stopped going there. I'm guessing path is what they meant. Not oath.
Yeah.
Bluto14 says, cruel spirits they can be. People paint gnomes as all cute and nice, but many folk from South America say they can be quite vicious. They like to play tricks, but their minds do not work like ours, and so their tricks are sometimes evil, like beating dogs and cats, tormenting people.
Okay, Quint.
Yeah. Thank you.
The doll's eyes. The devil's eyes.
Followed by Ben June. I would run so fast if I saw anything even resembling a fae, I would be gone. I walk with a cane, but I would find the power.
Literally the smartest comment here.
Yeah, I would run like a motherfucker if that shit happened to me, yes.
Now, the minute a leprechaun like finally shows up, I'm just like, nope, fucking, I'm out.
Yep, nope, I'm gonna punt that thing across a field.
No, you'll just make it angry. You just gotta leave.
Yeah, but he's gotta catch up with me, little shit.
It's like that one meme about like the world's slowest snail. Like if it kills you, it touches you. If it touches you, it kills you. So it's chasing you your whole life. I don't know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Young man.
So TDC, God damn it, TDC Junk Mail says, which country? Urban, suburban, rural, what time of year? Which was already stated in the thing. Mm-hmm. Do you recall how the weather was or if the moon was bright? Can you say anything more about how they looked? Were they wearing any clothes? If so, what did those look like? Okay, actually, the weather thing was from the other story. That's my bad.
Yeah.
And OP replies with, I live in the Caribbean. I lived in the island of Canoan, but not anymore. I can't say a lit of what they were wearing. It was dark. All I saw was their silhouettes, not shadows, but their outlines, and they were sort of dancing around the dog and harassing it, as I've said in the post.
That's so fucked.
Yeah. I love that it's just, they're tormenting a dog. I'm like, actually, that tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it was the Fae, the little fuckers. And somebody just, okay, and this is a lumpy space kitty. Okay, this may sound silly, but did they really have pointy hats? And OP said, I don't know. They looked a bit stereotypical, but I can't recall correctly if I saw any hints of hats or red caps.
Gnomes without hats.
It's safety dance. Okay. Destroy Troy 90 says, whoa, my homie from Mexico says he's seen some too, but in Mexico they call something different, thou, and he said they can be mischievous. They're called duendes in Mexico. I actually talked to Juan about this the other day. The wee folk in Mexico are known as duendes. So,
yeah.
Anyway, this is interesting. It's a lot of people coming out of the woodwork saying, hey, I seen them. Indifferent Persona said, wow, I also seen some as a kid. I also seen some as a little kid by some trees, and we're all like mad at me because I was near their area, but they were small. I ran, told my teachers, and they didn't say anything.
And then I got put into a different class.
Yeah. I was given a round of paper and crayons. Oh. Boy. And somebody says there's a fun recent Otherworld podcast episode about gnome experiences. So I guess I got to look that up. Let's see. Somebody said, what 7 or 8 year old has a phone to take video? And I'm like, what year are you in? Because this dude is obviously young. If they had a phone at 7 or 8, they're probably like 9. Somebody, what 7 or 8 year old goes out to get fresh air? Lol, what the fuck? And he replied, what, can I breathe? Wow. Okay, so anyway, lots of people talking about gnomes in Mexico.
Yeah, the duende, right?
The duendes, yes. That's interesting. We should do an episode about gnomes, David.
Yeah, we should.
We could call it David on Gnomes.
Oh, God.
That's a pun. That's a joke.
Yeah.
Remember when David died and turned into a fucking tree?
Yeah. You don't gnome Jack.
Anyway, so that's our segment for the week. I thought that was kind of fun.
This has been quite an eclectic group of stories this week.
Yeah, mostly death, but followed by gnomes and eye worms.
I don't think any of mine had a single death in them.
No, but I had death this week, so...
Yeah.
Kevin was...
You okay, buddy? You okay?
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, I'm getting 4 days off, so I will be.
Yeah.
I think this week's episode, the art may either be a worm in an eyeball and an eyeball, not in an eyeball, or a gnome. I don't know which.
Yeah. Or a worm in the eye of a gnome.
Oh, God, no. Fuck.
With peacock feather lasers.
Oh, actually, I forgot about the peacock. I may have to Photoshop a weaponized peacock.
Just a peacock with like cyborg eyes and shit like that. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, give it Cyborg's head thing. Anyway, has anybody got anything they want to cover, talk about real quick before we go? Any plugs or anything?
No, listen to Spooky Dice Bag. A lot of fun.
Yep.
And Flags for Content.
Yeah. Yep. Both of them shows there. And Mike, you got anything you want to plug or bring up real quick?
Nah.
Okay, I'm just going to say fear the Ibiza final boss and his hair.
Young man.
Young man. Thank you, everyone, for listening. If you would like to learn more about the show, head to supernatpod.rocks. That is supernatpod.rocks. You can find everything you need to about the show, a link to our Discord, our Patreon, our merch store, and every episode of this series and the Distraction Hole. So, that being said, we will see you next week. So until then, stay safe and stay frosty. Goodbye.
Yeah.
I like that I've actually got this outro thing figured out finally after 5 years.
You did it, young man.
And if you'd like to join our cult, just head over to the Patreon and give us all your money.
Yeah,
we'll have that headquarters for you to stay and be an indentured servant in no time.
Oh, dude, we should rename all of our tiers to cult membership stations.
Like Kevin's footstool.
No, acolyte, initiate, Scientologist.
Pope.
Clear and pre-clear.
Well, you're already a pope. Clear.
Well, no, we would have, before you could be a pope, you have to be a young pope.
Young pope.
Yep, young pope. Oh, shit. It evolved.
Oh, no. Oh, God, it digivolved. What are we going to do?
Young pope.
Young pope.
Do not, damn it, again. Fuck me. I'm done.
And
that's it.
That's where it ends.